Guess it can't hurt. You spar like a young me. Too bad I didn't spar back then. Did your mama have any kids that lived? So, I'll meet you there. I'm more than a healing factor, you know. Get ready to check out my amazing tracking ability. Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides. Aw, chin up, Hunter. You can't live your life with a dark cloud over your head. We'll either figure something out or die trying. Well, I guess I should try to help. Good stuff. Whoa, nice German humor, Hunter. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to you right now. Among other things. Learning how to type on a computer was hell. How do kids type so damn fast on those things? I sliced through my first one. You lost in thought or something? You're not ready for me, bub. I'd better get someone to bless my adamantium claws just in case. Never wanted to be inside Banner's mind, so thanks for that. I take it you're the one who had Ileana Swiss cheese my soul. Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Nah, she's a teenage girl. On top of that, she's got a long history. I don't envy her for a second. Wait. You telling me this place has got ghosts? I've seen most of it before. Heck, I remember when you were in a mausoleum. Come get it. That's your idea of a good time? I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Yeah, okay. Hey, a win is a win. Doesn't matter if the sun did most of the work for us. Not bad. Friends call me Logan. It's, cap smug. Can't let him find it on accident. Doesn't sound like much. Yeah, that's right. Ileana's grown on me. I guess I gotta make sure she doesn't end up like me. Just keep pointing me at the bad guys, and we'll get along great. Good talk. Enough said. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent. Just don't start dangling string in front of my face. And you wonder why you weren't offered a seat at the table, if you're round down. And I should have been there for you. I still can't get that image out of my mind. Whoa there, Hunter. Never did like guns. I'd rather get up close and personal. Walked right into that one. Just saying, Creed may be ugly and stupid, but he's dangerous. I got a gut feeling that what's gonna come's gonna be more gnarly than usual. Bet I'll even be surprised. Maybe it's time you quit this racket. That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar. Lived through enough end-of-days talk to last another 3 or 4 lifetimes. With a fancy name like Sorcerer Supreme, you gotta go big. I'm not really a glass-half-full kind of guy. Unless it's a glass of whiskey. That's a neat trick. You're on your own getting it back to the forge. Hunter gets to break the rules. I'm a fan. Looks like they called for help. You probably could have pulled this off without me. Somebody taught you how to fight. Bring 'em all with you. I ain't going anywhere. Got a hangover all of a sudden. We can wrap this up quick. Yeah. Well, they get things dead on sometimes. Captain America can't jump that high in real life. Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime. After this, I won't even expect a card from you on my birthday. I owe you a cola. I've got something they can chew on right here. Don't say I didn't warn you. I got room for one more. Never could get used to that. How about it? Help me track this thing down? I'm pretty sure they were always toads. Please. Colossus would strangle me. That guy's made of literal steel. No disrespect to Cap, but he doesn't have the tracking skills I've got. You smell that? That's the end of the world musk. I like making it go away. Let's do the thing, bub. But I'm happy to whistle whatever you like. I'm feeling feisty. What are you doing hanging in here? I'm surprised you're not outside with the others. How long have you been waiting to do that? Give me enough time. I could have done it myself. That must have taken practice. How much do we trust Crossbone's data? Now you're starting to piss me off. She's an interesting lady. First met her when I was a lot less grizzled. You scared yet? Let's skip the small talk, Hunter. Get out of my head. This plan seems crazy. So, here I go. They're really into me today. Some of the X-Men like to stand around too. Didn't always end well. I'll do you a favor, just this once. Whatever you want, bub. Where'd you get that dog anyway? I know it ain't from the pound, and I give full credit to you. The fearless and the clueless. Ileana had already proved she was in that first category. Creed was always a homicidal monster. But now he's really taking things to the next level. You're a good kid. Hey, did I miss the meeting where it's okay to trust Wanda? Mind my claws, Hunter. Nice work out there, bub. Well, as long as we're fighting in the Big Apple, thought I'd try some new tactics. Still, guy's been cursed a long time. Kid, don't lose my respect. It's the part of me that won't grow back. I bet if you asked Tony, he'd disagree. Didn't expect to enjoy myself. It'll cost you. I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had. I didn't realize denying the obvious was your thing. Fine, but don't let Caretaker find out. None of this is anything you have to do alone. Do I? Getting ugly down here. Ebony and I are more alike than you'd think. She and I have both gone through a lot. She's one tough lady, and I respect her. Whoa now, that's a bold statement. You gotta consider that not all cats are ebony. I was born with the claws, but they were just bone. Fast forward a few years and I meet a doctor who sees something in me. I gotcha. I met you. It's like your muscles have tiny muscles. The Abby do that too? I'm gonna tear you a new one for that. Yeah, sure. I can see that. Let me pick the snacks. My bruises healed overnight. Yours? These tunnels are old and dangerous. You could all be going in circles down there. Let's not make a habit of it. No hesitation. A man after my own heart. It was personal. I didn't not like it. Must be my lucky day. You thinking what I'm thinking? The real after show is about to begin now that Wanda's back. Don't forget the caramelized onions and gravy. Probably just makes her stronger. Blade's no slouch, and I've seen you in action. This thing must be the real deal if it's giving you trouble. They're holding their own against us. This your way of sweet-talking? I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter. 'Cause if it goes the other way, we'll be praying for the simpler times when all we had to face was your mom. Now there's a real rah-rah spirit I can get behind. Fresh meat coming in! Gonna have to face the Hulk again soon. It's kinda nice. We can call ourselves the Hulk Smashers. Don't mind me. Just sharpening the old claws. Back to the magic table. Say hi to Lilith for me. I've seen the world end a few times, and I'm still here to talk about it. Head don't feel right. This place makes my skin crawl. Told you it would work out. I can, smell her on you. Yeah, your mama's got it in for you. Congrats, kid. You beat the freaking Hulk. He nearly tore me in two, but you bested him. We're gonna be quite a pair on the trail of this thing. My advice? Leave the Hulk busting to the better reinforced. How long have you been standing here? If it's your thing, sure. That's the plan. The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there. Ebony acts more like a person. Okay, well, thanks anyway. Probably. A moving target's harder to hit. Too late. We took care of it, champ. Just hang in there. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. Yeah, like a nice juicy steak. I'm gonna make you pay for that. I'll ride with you to the end. Take out the big lady and her rock collection. Got it. Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts. But she's better off not following my lead. I admit you and I kept a healthy distance most of the time around here. But I guess at my age, I don't need to be making new friends. Nice try. Whatever gets the job done. My plan backfired. What the hell. I'll have a few. Come get some, suckers. No, it's a saying. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible. Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. That's the spirit. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Feel like snooping around? That ain't right. You trying to become a permanent fixture? Easy there. These claws got a mind of their own. Got something here. Have you checked on Eddie recently? I know how dangerous a wounded animal can be. Was this your plan? That's true of all of us. Just wait till it's my turn. Anyone got a line on the nearest bar? You'll get there. The adamantium was experimental. I didn't have a choice in it. You trying to make it weird? Your mom's play of turning puny Banner was smart. Key to any good relationship. Maybe if we feed it someone, it'll shut up. I heard the game on here has some crazy dancing mushrooms. It'd be fun to show you. So, I'll meet you there. Cute trick. Still getting better after all these years. I've known Sarah long enough. After tonight, everything changes. I wouldn't want to research something with a name like Godkiller either. Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada surrounded by wolves. She grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons. Hope you're not afraid to get dirty, Hunter. The one who kicks indecision straight in the ass. Up for a drink? You got it. Or not, bub. That works too. The kid was a mess. Just a waterfall of tears and snot. She thought she'd really hurt me. And if I'm being honest, that's why I teach there. Hey, Hunter, care to join our little Hulk survivors support group? That's it for you. Looks like plenty of food. Could go for something other than root beer, though. When I see Victor Creed next, better steer clear. I was sore for about 30 seconds yesterday. I'm good to go. I go where I want to go. Night-night. Hulk might not show himself for a while. Banner either. We were meditating? I thought we were just staring off into the middle distance. Her eyes get all big and she purrs really loud. I bet she's got lots of opinions. We'll be home in time for movie night. You're on, bub. At least you can back up that mouth with a good punch. Come on, big boy. This is a fight neither of us can win. Why don't we just call it a draw? I'm tough, not invincible. Hydra hasn't gotten much better over the years. I'm on vacation. Good, but not good enough. Didn't say that. Did not say that either. Lilith better not try to pull any mind tricks on me. I'm not having it. Worked out in the end, but doesn't change the fact that I never got a say. What are we waiting on, kid? Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. Okay, I like that attitude. Grab your dog and follow me. Look, if you actually want to defeat your mom, you need to accept what you are and what you're for. Take it from someone who knows. Here comes a few more. That was real ugly. You got me there. It's a solid group. Even that nutjob Merc can hold his own. Never a dull time when Sarah's pissed off. Now for something real special. Anyone see a pattern here? Keeping secrets, eh? You know, jokes. Trying to keep everyone on their toes. Plus, it's fun. Pull up a chair if you're staying. Maybe. Depends how bored I am. I figured you'd say something like that. Your dog can track, right? How about helping me out? And I'm telling you anyway. So shut up and listen. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Lilith must be desperate if she's counting on you to finish this. You can even help me with my next target. I don't do hello. Now, if you don't mind, I've been curious about taking a dip in this water. Hey, can I ask a favor? Feels like it's approaching last stand territory. Might need a stretcher here. If Steve trusts an enemy turncoat, well then who am I to complain? Hopefully it's the only side effect. Otherwise, I gotta contact my doctor. They got what they wanted. And then some. Nuts. Starting to sound like Charles here. Blade, huh? Yeah, he's got a pretty good nose for this kind of thing. Your enthusiasm is infectious, Sarah. You're not the first to try that. Johnny Blaze always shows me a good time. Better hang on to your boots. Sarah's gonna bring the fireworks. I'd hate for my allies to get too close to that. Sup, Hunter? Feels like it's approaching last stand territory. And that's real bad. Gotta get my bearings here. Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment. That's Agatha for you. Between you and me, I knew she wasn't really gone. Because of my natural leadership ability and excellent motivational skills. It's that old muscle memory. I sit at a bar and I'm naturally ready for fists to start flying. Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to. All right, I'll allow it. Where do you think you're going? No point in hiding it, Hunter. I already got a whiff of that demon dog you're after. Now, I see a bar stool with my name on it. Okay, you win. Hard to believe, I know. Want in on the action, Steve? Next time, make it something challenging. This ain't the worst. I'll give you that, bub. You want to win this or not? I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings. Once upon a time, they used to call me Weapon X. Not exactly warm and cuddly, eh? Then I must be ancient, 'cause I feel every single one of my years. Decent? You've got one chance. Yeah, but you know I'm right. Chuck's a lot of things, but he ain't no fool. Anything that's between us is probably my fault. Funny thing about gut wounds, you can't reason with them. Nice move, bub. Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread. Let's see him try to handle me now. Spit it out, Hunter. Ugh. Exactly why I don't want you reliving those days for me, kid. Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about. I'll tell you, though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. Puberty never mentioned bone claws as part of the growth spurt, but they just shoot out from my knuckles. No big deal. Common room? Closed off? Yeah, I know. Not everyone is looking to make nice at first. That's okay. We give them time and space. You're gonna need a few more guys. Don't look at me. Had to find my legs by their scent. My scent, if you catch my drift. Venom ain't gonna know what hit him. Could probably use a hand. Nobody's gonna be happy if I have to put you down, Banner. You telling me there's a whole planet of that stuff out there somewhere? Smart, Hunter. Real smart. Trust me and we'll get in and out of there before Hydra knows what's up. Good. Thought as much. Always thought Xavier's wasn't the best place for her. Going from the Queen of Hell to the new kid in school wasn't easy. Fair enough. I can't say I'm upset that you've been thinking about me every now and then. When Ileana first arrived at Xavier's school, she made Scott Summers look like a complete tool. He never figured out it was her. Crude, but effective. Oh yeah? What's telling you that? Voices in your head making me look bad. Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face. We don't do miracles around here. Screwed this up royally. Hulk Survival Supporters Group. We have coffee and stories. Nothing to get worked up about down here. You win some, you lose some. Far as I'm concerned, nothing changes. It's more fun to have you tire yourself out with this crap. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. Might not be up to us, Doc. I see Robbie wasting hours with this thing, and I can't figure it out. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors. Got their attention. Not always, but it's enough to dull that blade. Pal, it's good that you don't back down, most of the time. But you're too busy fighting to see what it's doing to her. Sarah must have told you I like this. Smelled you a mile away. For what it's worth, I'm honored to be following you into this final battle. You're gonna take the Midnight Suns far with your leadership. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away. Hey, kid, hold up a second. Last man standing. I get that a lot. I don't know what it is. People get angry with my face, I guess. Not that I need to worry about it too much right now. Now we're getting serious. The dog opened a portal, then we have a deal. Well, I'm here when you're ready to talk. Oh, social stuff, huh? You could always try do the opposite of what Logan does. Business as usual. You got no business being here. It'd be real embarrassing if that didn't work out. Looks like you could use it. You ever hear the saying there are no bad dogs, just bad owners? Blaze had to know Mephisto was playing for Lilith's team. Hell is already here. Was the drink the only difference from meditating? They were the spitting robot image of my fellow instructor, Scott Summers. He was livid. The kids are dying of laughter. But not Ileana. She just stood at attention with the tiniest of smiles. That's the kind of crazy you gotta respect, even if you don't approve. I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one. Yeah, I guess I can follow you. Sure. Why not? Finally figured that out, did you? I never forget a face. That's a shame. Two of you have a lot in common. Check your ears, Creed. She didn't stutter. Should do the trick. You're all right, Hunter. Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus, and maybe some of us will emerge stronger. Don't forget the other side of that little coin. Got that line from Agatha. Speaking of, where is your better half? Wanted to say hey. Tension's so thick I could claw it to shreds. Which one of you is the healer? She controls Hulk's only weakness. It's now or never. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were one of those demon mothers. I meant the Abby. The air always feels wrong here. Makes my hair stand on end. Not sure they've met Banner's green side, up and close like I have. Hope we got a plan for that. You're probably thrown off by my supple skin. Maybe I'll tell you some other time. Except there's no Spider-Man in it. Oh, I have a long memory. I'm sure I'll return the favor one day. And when I do, you'll be okay with it. Bigger picture, right? Mutant or not, it comes with the territory. Too easy. You don't know who you're messing with. Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. There was a time when I would have popped a claw and spiked this thing into the garbage. That's impossible. What aren't you telling me, Sarah? Trust me, I'm not looking to get on anyone's bad side. Maybe just mess with them a little. Plus, a little chaos isn't too bad. Good movie. What was it about? I don't take kindly to the born yesterday routine, kid. If I walk away, then it'll be time for this. Old Johan was probably hoping to hide out here if things went south. I guess he didn't make it. I was in the path of a Category 5 Hulk smash storm. Nope. Sabretooth, Johnny Blaze. There's a reason I try to avoid the desert. I'm just gonna push this button and see what happens. Always best to assume. And take credit for your idea? Nah, I'll leave that to you. They could. But the Morlocks don't trust us. Can't blame them. They don't trust anyone. Great. The classic throw Logan at the Hulk plan. That's how every feud goes. Let me put it another way. It's a lot like your Abby here. Except Charles has a baseball field. To me, you're a newbie. Now, isn't that something special? Thanks, kid. I guess we're doing all right. Come on, it's never too late to learn a new skill. This'll be educational for both of us. You attached to that face? I thought there'd be drinks. Seems so much closer. Beyond ain't all that beyond now, is it? Hunter, you got a minute? But I'm missing the point here. Ebony's the best cat in the Abbey. Ouch. I feel young at heart. Hope I don't end up on the wrong side of that one day. Problem is, people usually don't like me back. Here's the problem. You can stop guys like Sabretooth 99 times. But the one time you're too slow, that's the only one you remember. Most folks are surprised that I can paint. Let's try this on for size. You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that. Believe me, if I thought Lilith had any influence over you, well, let's just leave it that I'm glad she doesn't. Now, where's the webhead with my coffee? You lost me. I'll take what I can get. Looks like I'm Mr. Popular. But I don't think Robbie will ever turn out like Blaze. You need it more than I do. What, no stars and stripes hoorah pep talk from Captain America? It must be bad. I'm not carrying this home. The part that was on our side. Kiss it goodbye. Yeah, why not? Now it's my turn. Takes time to heal, you know. Wish I could pull a Blaze just one time. Say screw it and cruise out of here on my bike. Yeah, let's get this over with. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a Banner. Could be a lot of things. Maybe I've been eating better. Maybe it's some kind of weirdo Abbey magic at work. My primal nature is overloaded. I'm gonna need a stiff drink to stand near you. Maybe a couple of stiff drinks. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding. Any day I go toe-to-toe with the Hulk and don't get ripped in two is a good day. Nice work out there, newbie. Or don't. I'll sleep the same either way. You ain't good enough for me. For all that money, it better work. I smell tension. Or maybe it's the fact that I somehow managed to make a new friend. Don't get in the habit of relaxing like this. Our enemies don't take the day off. Well, for your sake, I hope they let you retire. Good luck with whatever we're doing here. Yeah, I'm free. I've seen you out there. Others look up to you. Don't betray their trust. Otherwise, you and me are gonna have words and claws. Stay away from me when you're wearing it. Nobody can say what my claws will do. Give an old man a hand. Not to mention the rest of us, too. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that you'll outlast me, too. So, what I said is still the truth. Later, I'm walking through the school hallway. She's coming from the other direction. Without even looking, we fist bump as we walk by. Extraterrestrials always make an Armageddon extra fun. Pick something different next time. When we find Blaze, who's gonna knock him around? And why will it be me? Don't worry, I'll get him for you. You had your chance. Yeah, I didn't even feel it. You all share the same brain? Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat.
E3.
A spooky place for spooky people. Seems like home. My limbs grow back. Do yours. I don't make a habit of it, but I figured I could reach out to someone I trust. Doesn't mean I gotta be eager about it. It's no biggie. Don't beat yourself up. Let's just go beat up some demons. That felt good. Needed that. Lived through enough end-of-days talk to last another 3 or 4 lifetimes. Agatha wasn't stingy with a profanity. After a few weeks, I noticed her following me around. Always at a distance, never up in my business. So I ignored her. You blasted my undead nemesis to God knows where a second before he tore out my throat. I'd say we're at least even. Makes sense. I'm more of a claws out kind of guy. You're tougher than you look. I got something on my face. Back for another day? You must like punishment. Fate. The other F word. I mean Sabretooth. He's killed everyone I've ever been close to. Girlfriends, co-workers, casual pals. He even killed my mail carrier. No, you and me doing this? Living weapons ain't designed to relax. Can make a fella downright resentful. Outer space? That's really the best you could come up with? Nuff said. Molly Hayes. Sweet kid. One of Nico's runaways back when. Also on the short list of people who truly kicked my ass. Or we could saw our hands off. About as much fun. Gotta look on the bright side eventually, Hunter. At least she ain't in the sewers anymore. Well, this can't go worse than any of our last attempts. I hid Cap's America's #1 dad mug someplace he'll never find it. You dumbass. I'll find a use for this. I'll stop talking your ear off. I see Caretaker taught you a few tricks. I'll explain later, kid. Oh. You want me to start calling you that? What dimension you shipping them off to this time? At least we got Wanda back. Maybe now's not the time. To be honest, neither can most of the kids. Is Faustus running some kind of experiment on your face? I think he botched it. Hey kid, a mutual friend needs our help. I was bluffing. Got ya. Well, good for you. I guess I'm the defective one. Whatever. I'm glad you put your noggins together. And it's only fitting. The shiny is called adamantium, but we should move things along. Guess I'll be keeping him busy. Appreciate it. Looks like I'm all by my lonesome. Me? Positive? That's a new one. But I am curious about this mystery dog of yours. Gonna put the hurt on him for sure. Yeah, kinda. Short version or long, for now. How many times you gonna try that? If Eddie gets out of hand, let me know. My claws can slice right through the symbiote. Every once in a while, the legends are true. One of ours is down! Hulk and I have tangled before, but it was nothing like that. We're gonna have to tangle with the Hulk at some point. Can't help you, sorry. Death ain't a career ender for witches like Agatha. This is why I prefer to operate solo. Let's make this quick. One thing we can agree on. Hell ain't coming. Can't change the inevitable. You gotta learn how to adapt to it. Yeah. Like mold. You seem like a 90s teen pop kind of guy. We got time. At least I hope not. We don't need another Johnny Blaze. You smell it? And I got no doubts you've got things handled. Sounds reckless. I'm in. That could have been a lot worse. There's no chance I'll pull a Tony and let Hulk walk. Quiet you. You're one to talk about odd shapes. Don't worry, kid. If they want you, they're gonna have to get through me now. I'll follow your lead. Just this once. I hear ya. That's a real mean guard dog they got for this place. Only thing I like about this stuff is the carbonation. Sure hope Dr. Doom doesn't hold any grudges. Oh well. Not my problem. I thought I smelled a weird doggy odor out by your old crypt. I chalked it up to the side effects of your resurrection. Just when I thought I'd smelled it all. You're with me, kid. What is this piece of junk? If we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime. Don't worry, I won't go saying you're good or nothing. He's what you call unreliable. Come on, Aurora. You can't BS me. Here, take it. Hunter, you look confused. The build-up to the final showdown's good practice. I'm aging like fine wine. Can't say the same about you, Victor. Is it my turn now? I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce. I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book. Just point me at him. I'll do the rest. If I didn't know better, I'd think you read my mind.
Neeful.
True. Huh. Yeah. Thanks. Especially with what we gotta do. Lilin, Hydra, Solus, don't really matter anymore. You're messing with the best. If you did, I never knew it. And I'll bet neither did she. Not sure what you're getting at, Hunter. And a contingency plan. Ghosts on the eve of battle? Shakespearean. If anyone's gonna go toe-to-toe with Big Green, it's gotta be me. Here's your loot. Next time, direct the damage to the guy with the healing factor. That one's trying to hide on us. Ain't gonna go easy, bub. You wanna help or what? He's the one who coated my skeleton in adamantium. Hurt like hell. I wouldn't wish that pain on anyone. Safe to say this doctor isn't around anymore. That's what I'm afraid of. A place like Transia is as dangerous as they come. Really starting to grind my gears. Hulk and me tussle before, and it hurt. Bad. Got a casualty here. That lovely, forceful bisection put my healing factor to the test. Poor people. That's why I'm loading up on caffeine. It's gonna be nasty. Slice and dice. Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5. The Last Queen of Deimos. About as good as can be expected. I got you. Right. Enough chit-chat. Let's go save the world. Johnny Storm doesn't know she exists, bub. But I'll tell you why I care. I pressed the space key too hard, and let's just say the claws came out. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier. After a good fight, I like to howl at the moon. How's Charlie? Getting enough pets? Whoa. Don't worry, Hunter. I'm not in berserk mode. Hope you're ready. Better test this out next time. I'm sure the suns will make her feel right at home. Anyone giving you the pity eyes? I'm not gonna say I'm touched, because that's not my style. But I'm not touched. Yeah, whatever. Smells like the devil's prostate. It's hell enough for me. You change when you cancel someone's check. Expect me to stand here and twiddle my claws? I get what Robbie sees in him. Then Hulk threw my legs, 4 miles away from the rest of me. I work better alone anyway. But if you change your mind, come find me. We better order a lot more training dummies. Always gotta be a wise ass. Just go to the chapel, alright? I'm not Nico's messaging service. Sabretooth's gone. I'm taking a quick breather. He's obsessed with misery and inflicting it on me and anyone who comes close to me. You're lucky I ain't taking trophies. Hey, how you holding up? Time to stop running from it and start running toward it. Blaze has always been a bit of a showboat. I may be tough, but still, make it quick. Coffee makes the bad dreams go away. Trust me. Just don't stir in any sugar or milk. Adamantium skeletons add mass. My physique takes care of itself. As long as you're on our side, we won't have a problem. You'll have to do better than that. Excuse you. Well, society, mostly. Just because they can't pass as normal doesn't mean they deserve to be living in the sewers. Good. Gotta keep our canine friend happy. Maybe some transient woodworking? They have to learn how to deal with smack talk. If an enemy gets inside your head, you've already lost. So I started off easy and made fun of her goofy hat. No pain, no gain.
Ni1.
Easy for you to say. It's not breathing down your neck. Bring what you got. Damn. I think you just terrorized the wrong neighborhood, bub. Doesn't matter who screwed up. What matters is that we're screwed. You smell it, Hunter? That ain't right. Yeah, I shouldn't have made her cry. When she's upset, she'll punch you through an entire church. Huh. Never thought I'd hear you do a good impression of me. Why, you slimy mother. I'm done waiting. Blade and we've worked with Johnny before. Why is everybody looking at me? Maybe so. But sometimes I wonder how things would have turned out for me if I'd been given a different name. Bad luck for you, bub. Pranks aren't meant to hurt anyone, Hunter. We're all underdogs now, but anyone who knows me could have guessed that. This plan seems crazy, right? Lilith just sending whatever trash she can find? How about a heel over here? You sound like Steve. You ready to give this another shot? Tricks like mind control? We call that Tuesday at Xavier's School for the Gifted. Not looking good for you. It was a conversation that went nowhere. Leave it at that. This place is always so full of drama. Feels like home. Get off of me! I ain't got all day, Hunter. I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name. If they're not scared yet, they better get started. Hey, make yourself useful. Give me a root beer. I don't scare that easy. If they die, they die. You sure like to plant in one place, huh? I know, because I feel the same way. And I need you to know that it's okay to talk about it. I never have to worry about sunburns. Yes, there's my old pal. This ain't no place for tourists. Can't tell Magic what to do, though. We can take this outside, and I can show you. Blaze tempts fate all the time. Guy's got very little respect for things more powerful than himself. You know, I didn't always go by Logan. Or Wolverine, for that matter. I owe you a Coke. It just keeps getting easier. Well, are you gonna brood in the dark, or come with us? I'm sorry I clawed that one bird. It was instinct. Ileana's just as stubborn as her brother. And Colossus will murder me if I let her become a stone-cold killer. You ain't gonna hold me down. Where do the Solus go after we cut him down? Beautiful. I can take it from there, even though I'm hilarious. Don't know why you'd think that. And now I'm interested. You're just a ray of sunshine today, kid. Any last words? She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. It's probably nothing. I doubt anyone screwed up your resurrection. And if they did, I'm sure they'll get it right the next time. That would be too easy. This better be important. My favorite piece of egg-sucking gutter trash finally ready to put up or shut up? More punch for the rest of us. Because it's fun. Not of Lilith or Hydra or of the latest ancient evil god of the month, but of yourself. Of the angry thing inside of you. I'm done with you. Didn't work before. Not gonna work this time. Enough of this. I'm really sorry about shredding the punching bag. Oh yeah, I could tell right away this place was like a clubhouse for the deeply disturbed. Yeah, I expect you are. You look like you saw a ghost. Hope you're ready. Remember that time we fought together in Madripoor? I'm raising the warning now. When the time comes and we don't have an easy solution, I'm ready to take the hard path. And you'd better be prepared to follow me. You're still in this one. No time to waste. So much for that. For me, it's like there's always a blade stuck in my side. When I relax, it's like I can feel it twist. Don't get me wrong. The claws are a part of me. Never hated them. There's probably still time for you to run off. I'll pretend this never happened. Yep, and we're sorely lacking in the Hulk Killer department. I still don't like your chances. Anytime someone wants my opinion, it means we're really screwed. Associating with me too much can be hazardous to your health. You asked for it just like you wanted. So you mean like last week? That looked like it hurt. Well, they got what they deserved, and now I've got shiny bones. Gotta see the silver lining. Hulk let you get away. That should scare you. Bunch of softies. You dragged me out here for this? I'm gonna rip you a new one. Weird dreams, huh? Probably just the end of the world jitters. You get used to them. Just as a warning, though, the place sometimes blows up. You know, something softer like Bob or Moonchild. You ever think how your whole destiny got laid out the minute they named you Hunter? Didn't have the heart to finish the job? You don't gotta worry about me, Aurora. That's not your responsibility anymore. Are you looking to get scratched? Nah, I'll be here another month at least. Sure, see ya. It's always the science-y quiet ones that inflict the most damage. Got the spins here. It ain't Halloween. So what's the joke? It happens. You've got a big mouth for somebody with no real power. I don't want to condone, you know? They got some backup coming. Aw, too bad. Some of my best laughs with the X-Men were right before we headed into danger. Kurt's great with the one-liners. Nope. Now spill. I'm like a diamond hunter. I got all kinds of facets. And I can cut through anything. Let's skip the small talk, bub. Okay, cut the bull, Stark. I know you've got some kind of Hulkbuster up your sleeve. Let's have it. Yeah, That's why I asked. I owe you a soda. I'm right here. Now that looked like it hurt. Need something, bub? You got my attention. We were close. How old is this game? Everybody looks like a block. If we do make it back, be sure to look me up, huh? I think I'll be at Xavier's school. Tell him you know me and you'll always have a room there. How's Ileana doing? She fitting in? Speak up or move on. Aurora Monroe. I guess I could do that again. So, yeah, we always got along. Hey, I just got here. Who put you in charge anyway? Smells like someone had an accident. I gotta admit, Sarah's got a pretty swanky setup. Puts Xavier's bad to shame. Leave some for the rest of us, killer. It could really use a bath. I'm a little banged up. Magical injury confounds the healing factor. At least for the finishing touches. Should be fine in a bit. You picked the wrong one, bub. My hand slipped. What's your status up there, Stark? Hope that wasn't anyone I knew. You got that right. Smells like paprika and New England clam chowder. Is that it? Curses take a toll. Even on self-proclaimed hard riders like Johnny Blaze. You never get used to the stench of hormones. Sure making it easy for them to find us. My old granny hit harder than that. Anyone else you want to bring? Tired of hearing about your mama, too. Really curious to see what the Red Skull's so interested in down there. That's a cheap move. Got some more flunkies coming in. Why don't you blame Mysterio while you're at it? Any pointers? Nothing keeps a child separated from their demon mother too long. Maybe we should try again tomorrow night. I have my ways. Look, you want to help or not? Never been in any situation I couldn't claw myself out of. I've always had a soft spot for Xavier's recruits. Don't sound like much. Stay down. So, I guess what I'm saying is thanks for being a pal. And watch your back. Should have seen that coming. We're both just gonna keep getting angrier. I don't think it's gonna work out for either of us. Don't know about you, but I think I'm done. Some things never change. Just think about what I said. I've spent more time around Sarah than you. Trust me, she'll come around. Last thing I need is another Jubilee. See you at Hunter's Folly. One of these days, I'm gonna put you down for good. You can bill me later. Exactly. Looks like we need a medic. Well, it depends on the favor. Is Blade ready to start? Who knows? Maybe he'll even answer my call. Good thing we got her apple on our side. You're gonna have to be more specific. I've fought a lot of 20-foot-tall robots. Did Charles tell you I like these? Feel free to come down here and throw a few lasers at him. Got too much of that Rasputin headstrong nature. You're pretty good, bub. Blade said I gave you two the slip the other night. I want in on the next run. That reminds me, I left my mug of coffee out at the cliffs. No offense, but she's probably right. They're so flimsy nowadays I could sneeze on one and the damn thing would break. You sure about that? Not at all. This ain't my first visit to Caretaker and Agatha's House of Oddities. We go way back. They're both a complicated guy. Guys, whatever. Hulk messed me up a bunch of times, but just don't take it personally if some folks are a little, rough around the edges. Exactly. Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing. The only thing missing is a cold one. It's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello. Charlie was a good pup back in there. You might want to save your thank yous until you work with me a bit more. There's a reason I've been freelance the last few years. So, thanks for not leaving this old man behind. I'm worried about the kid. I ain't had a real teammate I could count on since I took a break from the X-Men. He brings out a side of my claws so they slash indiscriminately. Act as tough as you want around the others, but we both know that's a lie. You're scared, Ileana. Ain't nothing stopping you here, bub. Maybe you're as good as they say. You're on, bub. Later, bub. And that's good for no one but our enemies. Finally got some real competition. Never thought I'd be right. Oh, then there's no point getting worked up about it. Change isn't always a bad thing. Almost doesn't feel fair. Figured as someone with a grudge against family, you might get it, Hunter. It's about time. Nobody knows you like I do, Creed. And I know this was just as much your doing as it was Lilith's. You lost control, Ileana. I saw it in your eyes. Can't say I've ever seen that one before, Doc. As long as it's not the last time we do this. Yeah, when it comes to pieces of trash, old Sabretooth here is 1 in a million. Wanda's seen the bad side of the Hulk. Nah, that's a perk. I teach them because they don't know their limits. I can be the mistake they learn from, and not the one that haunts them for the rest of their days. Yeah, I'd do this again. I mean, if I had to.
E6.
Too late to stop now. And now that Banner's gone screwy, nothing, no plan for when things got really tough. Did I ever tell you about the time Hulk tore me in half? I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks. Disco? Charles has been trying to help me put the pieces back ever since. I'm not even sure I want to remember it all. For everyone but me. If you ain't gonna talk, you won't need that tongue. That's good for the old ego. Take a break. We'll handle this. How many is that now? Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. Straight into the demon's lair we go. Fun. Who's really driving that thing? You or the computer? Got it. Huh. I thought this place had already filled its quota for brooding weirdos. Probably a little late for anger management, right? She talks when she wants to, and I talk back. Probably too much if you ask her. You'll get there. Just give her time. That's decaf. It's awful. Was that your best shot? To the Suns? Yeah. Big news. Whatever it is. Let me give you a hand. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell. I just wanted to say I appreciate you leaning on me out there in the field, but I feel you deserve fair warning. Deadpool isn't as annoying as everyone makes him out to be, but he sure wears you down. Now that's a dance contest. Not at all. I never connected with Charlie. In decades past, she was the mopiest mutt I've ever seen. My book was the best of them. I really hope Hulk doesn't rip me in half again. Took me weeks to feel like my legs were working normally. I'd say we have an understanding. I've known her older brother Colossus for years. I think that helped. Good to see Agatha again. You're lucky that's as far as I'm taking it. Sarah never told me you were this fun. Get this thing off of me already! Finally, someone here knows how to have fun. Yeah, like most things. Pro tip, cope now. You may not get another chance. Frustrating thing about living too long is that you get a feeling for how things are gonna go down. Cautions for birds and babies. I'm a big boy, and I can handle myself. So, what's up? Same as you. I go looking for a fight. I once wandered the sewers under the Hellfire Club's New York building for hours. This'll be a piece of cake. You're stronger than you look. All Hydra knows how to do is bleed. We did good, bub. Pick on the guy with a healing factor, huh? So a smart guy like you never bothered to come up with a fail-safe in case the green chunk ever went psycho? If we're going out fighting, I'd rather get in a couple of laughs first. You're right about that thing. Smells like it died, then crawled through hot garbage. Carol. I was thinking about moving everything in her room just half an inch to the left. You can be my sidekick anytime. Either way, I'm gonna claw Lilith and her Lil in a few extra holes. I can figure this out. How hard can it be? I'd say you got lucky, bub. You better not be dragging your feet. All right, I don't mind a little flattery. Does Strange know you dabble in the dark arts? Excuse me? Farting crackers? Up a snow-covered mountain. Wanda needs you, bub. Yeah, all right. I get what you're saying. But don't think of it as just the stuff that beeps and lights up. Don't flatter me, kid. I don't have secret knowledge. It's all instinct with me. I just thought we were planning dinner. None of us can guarantee we'll be around. Hope you didn't mean to do that. That ain't at all the point. Smell you later. Sometimes you feel like you gotta be the one to put down the rabid dog. Not crazy about him. But Ebony is different from other cats. Yeah, whoops. I'm the best there is at what I do. Seriously, Stark and Strange did too good a job on that armor. And then she hit me, and I shot up like the puck in a carnival game. When I came to, my bottom half was dangling from the roof of the danger room. Agatha would have loved what you did. Not the first time. Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. I'd like to. Heck, been bad a few times myself. Bingo. Now that hurt. Doctor fused the material all over my skeleton, made my claws into weapons, turned me into something less human. That's swell. But I'm not going anywhere quite yet. Wake me up when the aliens join the nuttiness. Well, yeah, you ran into her the day after you died. For her, you were gone for centuries. They say I'm wound tight. You can't white-knuckle the apocalypse, kid. But when you're stuck in a Nazi trap and you're surrounded by whatever's been lurking down there since Red Skull turned off the lights, it may be a good idea to have old Wolverine along. I'll be more than happy to put you out of your misery. You looking at me? Was hoping you'd say that. He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Okay, whoa. Now you gotta tell me more. Nope. I tell you, there's nothing better than a bunch of spooky tunnels. Me and Creed have history. Ancient history. And that's where the book gets its title. You're going home in pieces. You're getting good enough. I might let you call me Logan. Ilyana's gonna change the world someday. I'd rather fight beside her when she does. Keep guessing. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee. I see a lot of myself in her. I heard you were strong. But sometimes you gotta see it for yourself. Knock it off! I've survived a few dust-ups with the Green Rage monster. That's the one you want? It ain't even satisfying tearing these things apart. I can't tell if they even care. I'll see you back here tomorrow night. This what you were after? She gave away little bits and pieces about herself over time. I never pushed her. She seemed to like that. You're my kind of jackass, kid. Oh, and pro tip, cope now. You may not get another chance. Get out of here already! Yeah, got nothing better going on. Why do I get the feeling you'll be the first? Nothing to report. So, we got witches, demons, and now zombies. Glad you've got my back. Banner and I always have unfinished business. Hope it gets finished today. I don't have time for this. When I get out of this, you're dead meat. He hung up. Don't blame her. It's a good defense mechanism. Well, no matter what, we are sorely lacking in the Hulk Killer department. So, why are we keeping this thing alive? Sabretooth's a cold-blooded killer. His real name's Victor Creed. And you're right, we've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda. I've dealt with a lot of slime balls in my time, but you're one in a million. Probably didn't need that anyway. I've squared off against Hulk a lot of times over the years. None of them were pretty. Man, was I glad when indoor plumbing became a thing. Never seen a book create a wall of hellfire before? Rookie. Hydra experimenting on their own recruits is one thing, but animals? That just pisses me off. Not as good as mine, though. As I remember it, the charges were dropped against her because she had one hell of a good lawyer. You don't look so hot. You picked this up off the ground or what? When you get to be my age, you end up carrying so much baggage people would rather leave you in the dust. Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail. Sorry, bub. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden? But I filled my celebration quota when Ilyana disappeared Victor Creed. Probably modeled some of the wrong ideas for Robbie. Who knew Banner had it in him? I kinda did. We look like amateurs out here. Sure, it tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees. Sounds like a plan.
E5.
Not as easy as you might think. Have you tried using a cell phone? Something smells of shadows and mud. Did you lose a bet? Wait, you like this? Huh, you got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels. Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. Huh? We'll see how you like it.
Me too.
I hope Lilith has deep pockets. You're gonna need the money when I put you in retirement. Let's dance. You could sure use the training. Research is boring. It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons. Say it, don't spray it. Probably ticked off Lilith, too. Sounds like serial killer talk to me. Guess they didn't like that. Yeah, anytime. You've gotten stronger since the last time I saw you, Magic. So, I'll meet you there. Seeing as you're an old hat at matricide, I don't have to worry about you getting sentimental and trying to spare Lilith at the last minute. Think your mom left a nasty present back in the day? I don't think you understand how much your death affected her. And neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. I didn't read it. Just don't try any funny looks on me, Skullboy. Careful there, Boy Scout. You kill him, you'll ruin your reputation. There's the Sarah I know. I'm the best there is. So what are you doing here? It smelled like hate and death and a freshly opened grave. You should just start backing away slowly. Hulk fights dirty and mean and brutal. Demon Hulk fights on another level, like unfocused malevolence. Well, that sucked. You don't say. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Well, that's a damn shame. Life without fun ain't worth living. Healing factor? And I got the feeling that Banner was holding the green guy back. This should be interesting. Right. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But this thing's trickier than one of Charles Xavier's Danger Room traps. Had to claw my way to him. Yeah, I can probably handle that. Understood. Some people use rods and reels. I prefer my bare hands. I think you got lucky with somebody like Caretaker watching out for you. Friendly in her own way. Sure. Didn't know you could cut up a liquid. That's a new one for me. Bet your ass I did. I'll see you at the Folly tonight. Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. No complaints here. Down, but not out. Ghost Rider knows how to raise hell. I wasn't even trying that hard. First one that makes an old dog joke gets diced. Agatha always had a backup plan. I used to say she could cheat death at cards. To Wanda. But she will when we do it every day for a week. Keep kicking Lilin butt, though, and you'll be a grizzled vet like me in no time. You've got me thinking positive thoughts these days, Hunter. So I'm gonna find Robbie or Peter. I'll pop a claw and make him show me how to turn it on. We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool. I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special, except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain. It's definitely a safe haven for oddballs, if nothing else. I told Scott it was my idea. He dismissed the kids, and then he yelled at me until I got bored and left. Fair point. Sounds crappy, but I've been wrong before. It's good you got a lot of fight in you, but you might want to look into taking up a hobby or two. Otherwise, you go nuts. They put something on me. You better get off me. This last time, though, he's gotten even more deadly. You take out one, and I'll get the other. Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots. Sarah, for what it's worth, I'm sorry. I'd have killed to have someone like Caretaker in my life. One way or another, I've lost everybody I ever cared about. Give me a hand here. Got me good. We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work? We can handle it. I didn't know I had a choice. Ileana's got to know she has one. Check outside. Things are getting serious. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, no worries. I do this to entertain myself. You don't have to listen. I could keep listening to this kind of flattery forever. Though that doesn't mean I won't extend my stay here indefinitely. Let's survive Chthon so we can have a chat about this later. We should have been through by now. These things aren't that tough. My animal senses are going nuts. Mind stepping back a little? You aren't good enough for me. Wanda gave Big Green exactly what he deserved. No. But a week later, when I was helping teach a fighting class, someone had replaced all the enemies in the Danger Room with Scott bots. Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. Do I seem like the type to care? Sounds like you got yourself a friend for life. I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The skull was definitely on our radar. Met a doctor who decided to make me their weapon without asking. My whole skeleton is coated in it, claws included. Don't mind me, just getting a little choked up. I'm just bummed I didn't bring my toothbrush. You hit as hard as Colossus. Don't tell Ileana I said that. Better start running. I can still smell you. It's not exactly a funny story, and I don't want to embarrass the old lady. Can't hide forever. Sorry to bust up your equipment. Training at night always gets me in the zone. It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures. I'll meet you back at the portal whenever you're ready to give it another try. One false move, and that guy's getting sliced into gamma cubes. Yeah, I get that way after a few root beers. Not looking so good. With time. I didn't adapt overnight. Rolled with the punches as they came. You're like Steve. Got that culture shock. I'm looking forward to watching you hunt. You're telling me all that mythical creature hype came down to this? Now that's a good time. Let's go. I don't know what we just did, but I hated it. Feel free to join me. I may be a loner, but it doesn't mean I like being alone. The Abbey's no danger room, but it works. Silver Surfer might be free. Maybe Danvers has his number. Nothing scares me much these days, except getting close to people. They're as good as done. Based on my limited German, that sounds promising. Feels like old times. I'm over 100, kid. My skills are as keen as they've ever been. What do you think a Bargus smells like? Agatha used to ricochet spells through me all the time. She's got so much personality for such a little thing. Black cats get a bad rap. Maybe I empathize. I don't know. Hey there, bub. She had a hard time making friends at Xavier's school. Outside of class, she mostly stayed in her room. Doesn't seem that way here. I don't know how this battle against Lilith is gonna shake out. Especially for the old-timers like me. Just 'cause it wasn't me doesn't mean Victor Creed didn't have it coming. You practiced that one on your brother? I owe you one, bub. You sure did roll out the welcome mat. But the truth is, I'll always be an X-Man. I'm only here to throw popcorn at Steve. If you're all that's standing in our way, then you're not giving me a choice here. Who, me? I like people. I gotta say, if this whole chase turns out to be for buried gold, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. This your first Tony Stark patented last-ditch reeks of desperation Hail Mary plan? We need to wrap this up and get to Blaze before Sabretooth rips him a new one. Oh, sure. Believe it or not, I've read a book or two in my day. Hey, Hunter. Have you seen Cap around? This is not a slumber party. Nothing new. That's the magic I know. I've put down a lot better marks than you. We ain't built for this. Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat. I was trying to beat around the bush. I see what you're after, Stark. Dibs on the ugly one. Do me a favor. Stop calling yourself a rejected X-Man. I'm used to eating outdoors. She's still hung up on Agatha's death. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult. You're pretty good, bub. The food isn't half bad. I wonder if he does takeout. You ever hear the expression transia is for lovers? During my time with the X-Men, I saw a lot of what Professor Xavier's tech did to help people. He used it for good causes. It ain't like seeing red. It's more like not seeing it all. But I'm not trying to ignore the situation. I genuinely feel like I got a new lease on life. Me giving a crap about your well-being and telling it to you straight. Depends on your definition of a party. I thought you all had trained for this. Especially Banners when we're running with his Avenger buddies. What was your favorite part? I don't get that feeling anymore. Do you? Nobody really needs more blood on their hands. Hope not. Sending me out to trim the hedges was only funny the first week. You of all people should know it's more complicated than good or bad. I've known her older brother Colossus for a long time. Two things that really don't go well together. Trust me, it's heaven on earth. Good to see you getting all buddy-buddy with Storm. Wanda coming back shows you how fluid these end-of-world situations are. You can't get good at killing people unless you get good at figuring out which ones to kill. All right. I don't hate it. Is that it? Oh, you mean you want to declare World War Hulk 2? Good luck with that. Yeah, almost feels too easy. Guess we go in and kick its ass. This is real nasty stuff. Looks like Mommy gave you another chance, Creed. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face. Oh, it is. See, that wasn't so hard. I'd be pleasantly surprised if Demo Hulk doesn't show up. $10 says I won't be pleasantly surprised. I've had the quantity. Glad to know the quality. Not exactly a dominant performance here. It's all just problem solving. Do you know what the internet is? I see you've been making friends. That's good. You up for this? No problem. What? I'm not being serious. We're on the same side here. I tore my book club shirt. Yes, exactly how you think. Not many. But there are one or two still around. Thanks for wasting my time. Gotta admit, the kid's pretty good. For a while, yeah. But lately, I've been feeling like I'm getting my edge back. Like when I was younger. I'm the best there is at what I do. But you're right behind me. Cap told me you're older than most of us. Well, except Sarah. Hope this isn't your A game. That look of hers. it could kill a whole city. It was like that when we got here. Let's hope not. I don't like being locked up. Let's just pray Banner doesn't go Hulk on us. Not sure we're ready for that particular flavor of pain. You're making this too easy. You just got volunteered. You kids actually did it. Agatha's back. This place already feels more lively. Blaze is really starting to piss me off. I'm gonna spill your guts. I'm proud of you. I don't know, stab until it stops moving? I'm not asking you to forget your history, but it doesn't always need to be a fight to the death. Everybody wants a shot at the champ. Sorry, can't freelance. Promised an old friend. Also my boss, and an extremely powerful psychic who tracks me with his mind. I'm in. Only reason to listen to Tony is to get directions to the rap party. Are you serious? Not even my weirdest magical ritual. You're smarter than you look, kid. These days, feeling like we got at least a few fingers in our glasses. Take that, Charles. Is this what you city heroes do out here? I think, Hunter, we might become acquaintances. Is that everyone? One of ours took a hit. Only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. You one of those all things in moderation types? My skin felt like it was on fire with ice. Oh yeah? I'm all ears. You're just lucky I was in the area. Nice match, kid. Can't turn off this keen sense of smell. Always some doomsday prophecy or ancient evil with you guys. Almost makes me miss Magneto. I was expecting a little more action. It's all up to me now. Just need a minute here. Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey. Threatened to sue him if they dared to put another witch on trial. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like to hang around until everyone's fully sick of me. A different kind. If you let magic come to you, it'll be easier. It's what her older brother Colossus told me. We go way back. Not bad, bub. Stick around all day for all I care. I gotcha. We all know what's gonna happen, Hunter. That means the demon child armor is incredibly gnarly. Been to Transia before. Nice place. Wouldn't want to live there. Hardly breaking a sweat. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars. Here we are doing Blaze's dirty work for him. Least we do it better. I've got no time for long stays overseas. I don't like to pack a toothbrush, and my transient is pretty terrible. Into the Hydra nest we go. Me neither. There's a reason for that. Which one are you? The immovable object or the unstoppable force? Gotta get out of this. Somebody feel a breeze? Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'm good with the claws, but that chain is something else. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination. She fits right in. Maybe I'll buy a scratching post for her. Doing the best we can here, Doc. Like you keep saying, it ain't a dog. My bruises are already healed. Yours? Getting real tired of running into you, Creed. Maybe it's time I cut off your feet. Might want to apologize to Caretaker. You're lucky I like you, Hunter. Sure, a partial map will get you partially there. Learn by doing. Anyway, glad you enjoyed our little Hulk survivors group. I know you mean well. So does magic. Coming at me now. I haven't felt this way in years. Decades. A Lilith-controlled Hulk won't grunt twice about letting all hell fly loose. You really want to play games with me? But nobody wants to piss off Professor Knifehands, so they shut up and listen. Mostly. Besides, I reckon the Midnight Suns need you for a different fight, so to speak. Sounds like a one-way ticket for a lot of the Suns. Doesn't sound too boring. Ugh. You got sewer all over me. Because when I get close to someone, bad things tend to happen to them. Where you want this? Careful. Talking like that's a great way to taste your own boot. Your ma's got a brainwashing reputation. Nice costume. Probably scares all the kids on Halloween, right? Your fancy toy marked the target. Too bad she doesn't go to a desert island. Transia's nasty this time of year. I'd have preferred a dead rat. Been saving this cigar. It's my Victor Creed's Gone special treat. I don't like to dwell on the past. Good. You know where to find us. Yeah, it'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to. Just enough to keep us running around every night. You need to go easier on Sarah, kid. Maybe when I'm done with you, I'll let Cap keep that shield as a souvenir. Don't you just want to hop in and show him how it's done? She could come in handy against Hulk, though. Yeah, find comfort in the familiar. You heard the lady. Ah, you mean chit-chat. All right, I'm game. Maybe while we're waiting for this thing to turn on. It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me. So long as it's simple and in good fun, I'm gonna keep causing a little mayhem. I shouldn't even have to ask. You're making me look bad. My path's leading down the angry green road. Too bad you never saw me in a Canadian tuxedo. Now that is style. Mine's outliving everyone who doesn't make it. Good ones, at least. Everything I've pulled with the people here is harmless. Well, I don't plan on being around that long. Bub, I don't even know what myself is anymore. Butchers at Weapon X threw my mind into a blender. Wanted to erase the man to unleash the pure beast. Time for a dirt nap. Let's hear it. Always knew Blaze would bite it doing something reckless. Storm's as good as they come. There's a song about making deals with devils. Well, ain't I special? I've known her far longer than I've known you. So stop being such a jackass to my friend. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. I'm nobody's minion. I leave that to suckers like you. It's not you, Hunter. All of them. Sounds relaxing. First day on your new legs or what? New Blaze would come around eventually. Me? Believe it or not, I've been thinking about giving Charles Xavier a call. Maybe when this is all over, I can hook back up with the X-Men. This game is ridiculous. I mean, they don't even have Thor in it. There goes your street cred. Stop. We've known each other too long for this. It's been cool getting to know you and hanging at the bar, Hunter. It's not like we became best friends or anything. But I like your style. I think we're gonna get along just fine, Blade. Everyone's got their own way of dealing with the impending. I've lived way too long. For nearly a century, Victor Creed, Sabretooth, has been a bitter enemy. But I've lost count of the times we've fought side by side. You're all making a big mistake. Good incentive to take Big Green down. You don't want to get up. This is happening. Look around, Hunter. I didn't. But I pick things up from context. My repertoire's pretty limited. Unless you like O Canada or sea shanties. I'll just follow my nose. That'll heal right up. Wanda's gonna have to build up some goodwill. Wouldn't think blood magic would fly around here. Thought you were supposed to be tough. Thanks, Hunter. We've got it under control. Sarah's giving you the polite version. All right, Blade. Don't jerk me around. What do you really know about this demon dog stalking the woods out there? Just warning you, I'm not really one for sappy goodbyes. Those are vile. Transia used to be one of the only places I didn't have enemies. Just kidding. Not feeling so hot here. Relax. I'm joking. Knew I should have brought my stogie. Even I've got limits. You know, Hunter, I just want to say thanks. After everything we gabbed about, I think you really started to rearrange my thinking about life. Now that's something I can use. I've been reborn before. Somehow ended up with the same friends. We can't all be born as unlucky as me. I'm looking forward to watching you hunt. Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin. She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver. I think she even made the judge cry. Oh, hey, what's up, Chuck? No one ever thinks about the Morlocks. Stay on your toes, Hunter. Good on you, then. You're sure doing a lot of hunting these days. Better get it together. I said don't get in the habit. If you're always on, one day you'll snap in half. Told Dahlia what happened. You can already hear it in her voice. That weight on her shoulders is gone. Big Green pulled me apart like it was wing night at his favorite pub. And I was the chicken. Nobody saw nothing. Johnny sure left an impression on Robbie. I have an enhanced sense of smell. And I work at a boarding school for gifted youngsters. Nah, it's a waste of time. Big hugs, back slaps, a couple tears. If you think you're up to it, I did. But the end of the world takes priority. I'll keep it in check. No, this is good. I've been playing pranks on everyone. Yeah, she really knows how to pick 'em. World's got enough mutants like me. Ilyana, though, she can be better. Feeling stronger, more powerful. Can't let old calamari head win a single skirmish. Feels like a moment for a toast. The kid'll learn. There's more to being Ghost Rider than riding hell's highways. Don't take it too easy. That's how you end up with a gut wound. Whatever strange and Stark cooked up for you is driving my animal instincts wild. Surprising a Hulk? Not a good plan. How long until that stops? For a person. 2 reasons I walked away. Quit while you're a headhunter. Can't tell if I want it to be a long road or a short one these days. Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. We'll meet again if we survive him next time. Okay, I'm on sabbatical. Compared to teaching a bunch of kids, this is vacation. I know where that path leads, and I don't want you to follow it. A good time means clawing through death's door with hell's legions thrashing at our heels. Feels good to run my claws through Lilith's plans. But thanks for your warm words of encouragement. No, it's a luxury. The Avengers lost their techno palace. Strange is out one house of fun. No guarantees the Abbey is any safer. I was good to go yesterday, still good to go today. Morlocks aren't bad, you know. Does Dracula still smell like a sweat-soaked rat corpse showered in perfume? I mean, that's how Storm described him. You smell like hot garbage. When she first got to Xavier's school, I never tried to make her socialize with the other kids, or talk to her, or make eye contact. Well, so much for that. So, what do you like to do for fun? Glad we cut right to tearing his legions to shreds. Looks like I'm not the only one getting better with age. I'm just busting your chops. You smell a lot worse than a dog. It all bleeds together after a while. The poisonous mushrooms taste the best. But unless you got a healing factor, I wouldn't recommend eating them. Yeah, pretty nasty. Too bad we can't train it. So it's not just me. Who needs practice? Wouldn't call that charming. Seeing Sabretooth always makes me feel feral. You mercs are all the same. Got no loyalty, got no friends. You're just sad. I've never really trusted Banner. Glad to know my instincts were correct. I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there. You call everyone your best friend. Not like that. Magic's got good reason to have a cold shoulder. I didn't make friends with her overnight. Friends is a strong word, but I enjoy time with you. Steve's a good thing. Still want a piece? I've got a reputation to protect. We're doing this again. No question. Damn thing got away. It felt like my life force was getting boiled. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. I guess I'll say, aw shucks. You ever leap off a building and break your fall blade first into an enemy? Got a man down here. Nobody puts me in a corner. Johnny read from the big bad book. That's a very Johnny Blaze thing to do. You remember who you're talking to, right? You didn't get hit on the head and lose your memory. Connecting the Morlocks with the X-Men is a good idea. If anyone says otherwise, they know where to find me. It's more complex than most advanced Shi'ar technology. Not all it's cracked up to be. Hard to find a bed that doesn't collapse under my own weight. Not that you'll need me, of course. I agree. The map we have is pretty loose. But luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost. Not with these claws. Humanoid robots with a dopey horizontal I-beam. They spat out phrases like, "Stay selfless," and "Logan, not in front of the kids." Magic's been through the ringer. We all have. Just what I need. I'd even go so far to start taking bets. But that's too grim. Even for me. Exactly. I think I saw you in a movie once. You ever eat a bunch of kids in a pond? I doubt there's any decent bars in Transia. There's something dangerous creeping around out here. Present company excluded. I've always liked that shield. Simple and effective, like a claw. A sabbatical is a vacation from kids. See? You got it. What, the claws popping out? That's been happening ever since I could grow a beard. The adamantium came much later. You're welcome, Johnny Blaze. But spending time with you has given me complete and utter faith that the future is in good hands. Knows how to fight it, too. You're a natural. What are we waiting for? Let's do this and get out of here. Don't like the sound of this mysterious client. Let's just finish this already. Better hope we get another shot. I bet you enjoyed catching up on your Charles Dickens. Hope tomorrow's not a tragedy. Hope these meetings don't run too long.